Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I will be your host for the remainder of the evening. It is I, Dark Shadow, and I will be reviewing for my first movie that I will be... So this is how Bone feels. Oh, speaking of bones... Hello?
Hey, Dark Shadow.
Oh, hello, Bones. You're getting ready for Comic-Con?
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped to go to Comic-Con.
Well, that's good.
So what are you doing at this time?
Nothing much. Just, chilling, relaxing in my base. Waiting for my master to call back.
Okay, well, you could do me this one huge favor.
Yeah.
Just don't do any reviews while I'm away.
Don't worry. I won't do any reviews while you're gone. I'm lying. I really am.
Good then.
Well, you have a good time.
Oh, I will. And I'm going to take a lot of good photos. Probably record some videos of me dressed up as Spidey. And maybe meet some celebrities there too.
Well, like I said, have a good time in New York City Comic-Con.
Well, thank you, and I will.
Yeah, take a lot of pictures and just throw it in my face.
Okay. Just remember what I said, alright?
Yeah. Don't worry, I won't. Bye. Sucker. Now, what was I gonna say? Oh, yes. So, this will be my first review that I'll be talking about. It's the 1985 horror classic, Demons. Now, I first heard about this movie. It looked quite interesting. I thought it was a Night of the Demons movie, but technically this was before Night of the Demons. Eventually, this horror flick was actually filmed back in Italy, and was filmed and set in both Rome and Berlin. And how amazing that it was so scary, very gory, and everyone was transforming into these demonic monsters. Just like me! But except the teeth coming out and the fingernails growing long. I kind of gave myself a manicure. And I'm not showing you my teeth. I don't want to show you. My face is really disgusting. So this movie was actually directed by Lamberto Bava. I think that's how you pronounce his name. It's an Italian director. And produced by Dario Argentino. Or is it Argentino? Ah, damn it! I don't know, these names are so hard to pronounce! But the stars of it are Natasha Hovey and... oh, shit. This is hard to pronounce. I can't say it. I'll just put the name there. That'll be better. I saw this movie in the dark and... kind of freaked me out, but you know what? I got over it. I just love where the kills. Like Bones always says that all the kills are the best, including the visual effects and the transformation. Those were cool too, like Bones always says. So the title was actually called Demons, but in Italian it was called Demoni, I think. It's Italian for demons. But I guess eventually they wanted to make this as a superstitious / action / horror movie, and that's how this movie became so a true hardcore horror movie. So this movie is about two friends that went to go in a movie theater. Well, before they went in there, they ran into some guy in a silver mask. Looks like the 2099 Phantom of the Opera. Wait a sec. If he's from the future, then maybe he could explain of the horror films that happen. Maybe he's the one that caused the demon apocalypse of the end of the world. Ooh, I love this guy. He should be on my side. Hey, what the hell am I saying? Every evil dweller are on my side. Ha 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 ha! Everyone went into the movie theaters, including two chicks and a gangster wannabe. They go get their tickets, get their food and drinks, whatever, and they smoked films back in the 80s. Yes, they allowed people that smoke in the movies until the late 80s, early 90s. They stopped. Eventually, one girl was playing around with a silver mask and somehow just scratched her face. You may think this is an ordinary mask, but eventually it isn't. There's something suspicious about this mask. I want to get my hands on that mask. So everyone was watching the movie, enjoying it. They got scared a bit, cuddling with their boyfriends and the lover. Ooh, how touchy. Blech! Well, eventually this one chick that got cut from the mask was still bleeding, so she went to the bathroom. And somehow she was growing a huge zit that was coming out of her face. Damn, I think that girl's getting some acne problems. You should definitely wash your face before you go out. So eventually that's where it all began. This first chick gets cut by the mask. She transforms into this hideous demon, goes after with her friend there, and eventually she got scratched right in the neck. She hides and gets away from her, and then when she was right behind, she felt so much of pain that her scratch was starting to become a zit, and then it started to pop. And that's where the transformation began, and all hell has broken loose. So then she was next to transform. Her fingernails were starting to get long, her new demon teeth were starting to grow out, and hey, they just took that idea from the beast within with the tongue. What is she, a snake or something? What is that Pokemon name? It looks, what was that name? Tongue-a-licker, licker tongue, licky tongue eye, I think. No. Oh wait, Lickitung? Lickitung! Yes! She is Lickitung! So all hell broken loose, and let's not forget with all the rock and roll, heavy metal, death music that was going on, especially from Billy Idol's song White Wedding. That was the only song that sounded familiar. The rest I didn't even know, but I enjoyed it though. So the two main survivors were George and Cheryl, and they were trying to figure out a way to get out of the movie theater while everybody was starting to turn into demons or die, but mostly they were turning into demons. This movie eventually is a combination between of Evil Dead and Night of the Demons, combined into one movie, one horror, sick, twisted movie to be exact. It was so enjoyable. I loved it. So almost at the end of this film, George and Cheryl finally got out of the movie theater up until 2099 Phantom of the Opera stopped them. He almost killed George, but up until Cheryl just picks up a metal stick and stabs that motherfucker right in the back. And then she saved George. Sorry, excuse my language. Wait a minute, I'm a demon. I can say whatever the fuck I want. If Bonez gets away with all these kind of language, why can't I? Right? Whatever. So at the end they ran to a group of family and they tried to get away from the city, so they decided to go, I think, east or west, just away from this town because there were demons all over the place. Eventually it was a happy ending. I was expecting for a scary ending or something. I guess not. Or is there something wrong with Cheryl's neck? Could it be? Oh! Holy shit! That was a big surprise. So Cheryl turned into a demon and she was gonna attack George. But this one kid shot her and the only main survivor was George. Wow, surprisingly, she turned into a demon. But wait a sec. This doesn't make sense. How did Cheryl turn into a demon? She didn't get scratched. She didn't get bit. Wait a minute, did she get scratched? Rewind the movie. Oh yes. She did scratch her. She scratched her in the arm, so that explains it. Wow. That was a big twist. I love it. This film was very gory, very violent, and very terrifying for audience to see it. My recommend is you guys should watch it in the dark all alone. It's a challenge. So I challenge all of you to watch 1985's classic Demons in the Dark all alone. And if you don't do it, you're gonna have to review a movie that I picked for you. Is it worth watching? Yes. And I think they dubbed this movie. I don't know, I couldn't even tell. Some of them did speak properly English, but some of them had like English dub because they didn't have the right proper English or they didn't have the right voice for it. So eventually they had to dub it. But Demons is a good movie to watch and see, and definitely worth watching it on Halloween. So to rate it and grade it, I'm gonna have to give Demons about 9.8 out of 10. So the grade is still an A+. The effects were great. I love the story, how it was plotting up and with all the demons that were coming out and humans transforming into monstrosity demons. That was even great. The effects were kind of dull. I wish they could make it a little better, but it held up. I would say it held up, especially with the transformation. Really creeped me out. If Bonez did watch this movie, I hope he gets it on Blu-ray. Plus, they even made a couple of sequels, but the only sequel that we've seen was just Demons 2, and that was it. The rest of the films were all made from Italy, or in some other country that we never get a chance to see, or maybe just to watch it. This is Dark Shadow here, and saying, see you all soon.